Boy, I tell you, sometimes when you get something in front of you, you cannot be too hasty to make judgment, especially if you do not know all of the facts. As humans, we tend to make decisions without thinking them all the way through. And as humans, sometimes we get things wrong. It is what it is. There are times that I pull myself back and say, I am 99.9% sure that what I believe to be true is true, but I'm always going to hold that 0.1% because I am human and I can make mistakes. Even if I know I'm not making a mistake, I'm always going to leave it open that there is a chance for error. So, there was an event that went down very recently where a woman who got into this big thing where she had a bike and there was another person who they said that they owned the bike. If you've ever seen a city bike in these cities, New York City or whatever like that, apparently you can pay for these bikes. They're blue and you can ride them around and then you put them back and you can like pay for these bikes. And apparently they originally was there to help people get in shape and all of this stuff. This shit didn't work. I mean, you have some people that use it, right? But I've seen so many homeless people steal these goddamn bikes and try to reverse engineer these goddamn bikes. I seen one of these bikes in front of my house just there. Just right? They steal these fucking bikes. Hilarious when they actually put these bikes in the hood, right? Anyway, let's read into the article for the New York Post, shall we? New York hospital Karen paid for city bike at center of viral fight with black man. Now, before we get into this article, just to let you know, so when this article went off, of course people blew this out of proportion. Media basically ran with it, didn't get all the facts, and it was pretty much a witch hunt. Now again, if she did do this, fine and dandy. You already know my way of looking at the word Karen is the same way as saying the word the nigga. It's the same thing. You're describing a white woman who is undesirable, overbearing, obnoxious. That is what you're describing. Yes, they've used the term Karen for black people very rarely, but then again, we've had Spanish people call each other nigga. We have white people call each other nigga. We know it's a slur and it's not a good one, right? It's derogatory, right? It's not good. Let's get into it.
Help me! Please help me! Please help me! Please help me! Help! Please get off! Please get off!
Yo, don't take it. Now you're not getting the fake, bro.
We are aware of the video involving a healthcare provider off duty and away from the hospital campus. The incident in the video is disturbing. The provider is currently out on leave and will remain on leave pending a review. As a health system, we are committed to providing an environment for our patients and staff that is free from discrimination of any kind. In other words, if they have some type, if the other party, or if our party cannot prove, right, that they're not in the wrong, we're gonna fire her because we're gonna bend the knee to the mob. Gotcha.
It's his. You're an actor. That's my fake crying. He's fake crying. Stop fake crying. Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you. Hold up. Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
The best thing you can do is take the whole video and show it to her employer. Bet you money she does this to a lot of people, including people at work. Alright, Chris Bobs Andrews, sure. The lawyer for a Manhattan hospital worker accused of taking a city bike from a young black man who claimed he paid for the two-wheeler provided receipts that he says showed she was the one who purchased the ride at the center of the viral incident. Right? So the lawyer's coming forward with the receipts showing that she paid for the bike. Oh, well then damn. That's kind of crazy, right? That's kind of crazy. Because let's be honest here, right? If this woman, and apparently this woman was just finished getting off of work, right? Just finished getting off of work, right? Pregnant. Also, she's pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant, just got off of work, right? And she's gonna start a fight with a group of black people, a group of black men, young men. She's just gonna start a fight with them over a bike. That makes sense? How many, bro? How many white pregnant women is just going up to groups of black men and just in New York City, knowing how fucked up it is in New York City? And it's not to put down black people or black young men or anything like that, but do you really think a pregnant white woman is going up to a group of black people, a group of black men, young black men, just going, I'm just gonna mess with them today? Okay. The Bellevue Hospital employee who was branded a Karen on social media afterward rented the bike first. Lawyer Justin Marino said in a statement to the Post Wednesday. He also provided, let's make this bigger. He also provided 2 city bike receipts from May 2nd, May 12th, which were timestamped just minutes apart. The first receipt, reviewed by the Post, shows the bike being taken out before it was relocked 1 minute later. Now, mind you, this is important, which Marino said is the bike seen in the video. The second receipt shows another bike being taken out a minute later from the same docking station, and was the bike Marino said his client used to get home after being heckled and pressured to find a new bike by the group. Now, here's my thing, bro. What type of shit stain do you have to be to group up on, gang up on a fucking pregnant woman, or any woman in general? Does that make you feel good? That's predatory behavior, is that not? So here's the thing. One or two things happened here. Either way, it's all fucked up, right? Either, because I don't know the system how City Bike works, but I'm guessing you pay for it and it charges you based on how long you have it out. That's maybe I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments if I'm wrong, guys. Let me know. But this is what I get, and this is me being devil advocate. Is it even possible to pay for a bike and get the wrong bike? Is that possible? I don't know how this works, but I'm guessing he paid for a bike. She paid for a bike. I'm guessing it unlocks like the Amazon lockers. I don't know. Like this is best case scenario. He thought that was his bike, which was hers, right? And he decided to do that. Or he wanted the bike on her time and decided to gang up on her and be a shit stain. I don't know. Let me know which ones you guys think is right. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Explain to me how these city bikes rentals work, because I've never fucked with them. But again, explain it to me how this works. The hospital employee, who Marino says is a 6 months pregnant physician assistant, was placed on leave by NYCD Health Plus Hospitals this week after a heated encounter with the men emerged online Saturday and has been viewed tens of millions of times. Marino called the caught on tape interaction incomplete and lacking facts. And you know what's so messed up about this? I guarantee you that you have people who looked up her identity, looked up her personal information, basically a fucking witch hunt. I guarantee you there are people still running with that narrative, even though they are completely wrong, because the facts don't matter. They found somebody they can hunt. That's it. He said after the healthcare worker wrapped up her 12-hour shift, she got on an available bike, which no individuals was on or touching. Bingo. There it is. So she paid for the bike. They decided to do what they did and steal it from her. That's what the fuck happened. They decided she was weak. She was alone. She was a woman. She is vulnerable. The weaker of the two sexes. I hate to break it to the feminists out there who really believe that we are all equal and women can go toe-to-toe with men in physical altercations and beat up men, Ronda Rousey, all of this shit. This was a predatory act. That's exactly what this was. And they did this because they knew that they could do it. That okay. So I'm guessing she paid for the bike, like they said, and they did what they did. He said after the healthcare worker again worked the 12-hour shift, right? As she backed it up from the docking station, a group of 5 people approached her and claimed the bike was theirs. He said one or more individuals in that group physically pushed her bike with her on it back into the docking station, causing it to relock, Marino said in a written statement. One of the individuals then covered the bike's QR code, stopping her from paying for it again so she could leave. Predatory behavior. Again, these are not people who are innocent, who are unknowing. These are people doing what they're doing because this is what they do. They're parasites. You know? Hey, again, you ever drop money, right? You ever drop money? Like one time I dropped money, right? I dropped the money. I heard it. I felt money fall out of my pocket. I think it was like a $5 bill or some shit like that. It wasn't much, right? Felt the $5 bill fall out of my pocket, and I was out, right? And I must have been a little bit busy, even though I knew something fell out of my pocket, right? I even saw it out of my peripheral fall out of my pocket, right? But I didn't immediately reach for it, right? And when I turn around, there's an individual behind me standing on the $5 bill, right? Trying to hide the $5 bill, right? This is not an individual who didn't know that he stepped on it. They're knowing what they're doing, right? Now, whether or not this person was a good person or a bad person, I don't give a fuck. Push them into a fucking wall, right? But again, this is what I'm talking about when it comes down to the predatory behavior. He did that, stepping on the money, right? Instead of, here you go, that's your money, right? In that situation, personally, right? Because I picked up money that didn't belong to me before if it fell, right? But here's the deal. If the person knows that their money fell, right? You don't fucking go and try to do some shit like that, right? If that person leaves and they don't know the money, fuck it. I guess that's for me now. But this person willingly did this. And so for these people to do this, this was something that they did on purpose. One of the individuals, again, in blocking the QR code, this individual's arm was touching my client's pregnant stomach, a condition in which she had made them aware, he added. Throughout this time, and for the remainder of the video, roughly 5 individuals were telling her to get off the bike and heckling her. The fact anyone would treat another person like this is tragic, especially a visibly pregnant woman. The roughly 90-minute clip that begins mid-confrontation, of course, and it's always mid-confrontation, right? Shows the woman dressed in hospital-branded scrubs screaming for help as she tugs at the bike. Now, people are sitting here saying that her asking for help and screaming for help, she basically just shows that she's fucking crazy. Here's the thing, bro. Most people will sit there and fucking watch and do nothing. And you gotta push those people to the fucking side and actually find somebody with common sense, decency to stand up. Kind of like that Marine that choked out that shit stain in New York City. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that was going around punching people who are 60 and 61 years old in the face, breaking their face and shit. You know, the one with the mental health issues. Because that's the excuse we all run with nowadays, right? Everybody got a mental health issue. Not sitting here saying he didn't. The system failed him. But I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. Considering the fact that this person was arrested 41 fucking times and was a danger to himself as well as to others. I know there's some other people who are empaths and all of this shit, and they're going to cry about somebody else that realistically they don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck. I'm done trying to play nice. Like, that shit is over with. The young man kept his grip on the bike's handlebars and repeatedly told the woman that he already paid to use that particular bike and it wasn't hers. Get off me. Get off me. You're hurting my fetus. The woman then shouted as she pushed the man away. I'm not touching you. You're putting your stomach on my hand, the man replied. Halfway through the clip, the hospital worker appears to start crying as another man in the same scrubs approached the melee to see what was going on. The man again claimed that the woman the bike was on. I'm sorry. The young man again claimed to the woman the bike was on his account and asked her to move before she rented another bike on the advice of her colleague. There it is. There's that bending the knee. That white bending the knee. Oh, just let them take it. Just let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. Just let them ruin our neighborhood. It's okay. That's them fighting for their ancestors 200 years ago. It's okay. Listen, it's okay. Them looting and robbing and burning stuff, BLM, burning, looting, and mansions, let them have it. Yeah. Listen, they're eternal victims. Just let them have it. Some social media users called the interaction racist, while others compared the situation to when Amy Cooper called the police on a black bird watcher in 2020 and lost her job over it. The NYPD said it did not receive any 911 calls over the incident. Marino said his client is a dedicated hospital worker who has treated literally thousands of New York City residents of all background and ethnicities. I can't fucking say that. I eat too many seeds. Ethnicities. Sorry, I probably still didn't say that right. Ethnicity. Simply, her entire life has been focused on helping others, irrespective of their background. Marino said. NYC Health and Hospitals called the video disturbing. When announcing she was placed on leave Tuesday, the hospital said she would remain on leave pending a review of the incident. So you know what's so fucked up about this? They didn't even give this woman a chance, even though she has receipts, even though she works for them. You know how fucked up that is? She had the receipts. It's fucking digital. Yes, somebody just yes, it's fucking digital. He has the receipts, and they was going to get rid of this woman. Marino declined to comment on anything tied to his client's employment Wednesday. NYC Health and Hospitals did not immediately return a request for a comment on Wednesday. When everything came out on Wednesday, they were completely quiet. Tell me, how was they able to respond so fucking quickly? All right. Good enough. All right, so let's read some of these fucking comments, right? Let's read some of these comments on Twitter. Black Dysphoria Voice. This racist KKK white supremacist Karen nurse worked at hospital in New York was trying to get a black man deleted over his bike that is paid for and start crying. White woman tears killed black man. She should be arrested. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Let me hold on. I am African American male. And this page is about news and information about blacks and the dysphoria. Bro, what? How many followers you got? There's no fucking way, bro. There is no fucking way this person has 31,000 followers. 31,000 fucking... What? I'm sorry, did that shit say Asian thugs? This can't be right. This page is real. This page is real. I thought that this was a joke page. This page is not fake. Trucker Carlson said, it's the part where he should reset or return the bike he paid for so she can have it. The entitled privilege of some of these people. Black Dysphoria Voice says, in reply, can you imagine that? And the white men did not care about that young black man, only cared about what the white racist woman Karen. I don't understand. This fake tears have sent a lot of African men to an early grave. Bro. A New York City hospital employee has been placed on leave after a viral video that appeared to show her attempting to take a rental bike from a group of black men, garnered millions of views. Currently rated helpful, this NBC tweet is misleading and was released after numerous publications already corroborated that the pregnant nurse has a receipt showing she paid for the bicycle. It was taken from her by the man after she paid for it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I love New York City shitty. Says, all we see here is the usual black kids trying to steal bikes like they always do all over New York City. Textman says, the black thugs. All doctors and nurses move out of New York if you're white. The racist black thugs don't want you there. They don't like you. He says, do like you. Don't like you. Moving from New York If you have a medical degree, moving out of New York is very easy. You'll also get paid more for moving out of New York. Worst fake cry ever by Sarah. By Sarah. By Sarah. Sarah, white girl, always sympathetic to the black man, right? To the blacks, you know what I'm saying? Probably one of those people that have bend the knee to them and be kissing their feet when the Black Lives Matter protest was going on. Sarah knows. Sarah knows. Worst fake cry ever. I mean, she's 6 months pregnant and just got off a 12-hour shift. Now she got to ride a bike home, and 5 kids are trying to hustle her out of her rental bike she just paid for. Lame comment, LOL, she was a victim. Regardless of the situation, she fake cried for 10 seconds, then stopped. People cry, and people stop crying. The kids stole the bike from her. Laughing my ass off. You are an NPC. I agree with that. I don't care if she fake cried or not, bro. Women gonna use what they got. Women should use what they have. She can't physically beat 5 of them. She's in a situation she doesn't want to be in. I wonder if people will learn their lesson about trusting the leftist line Marxist media that only wants to help the government gain more power by dividing us. Nope, you already given up on that one. Gregory Wolf replies with, you have no soul. Damn, you're really stupid to think that. She was holding it in and the emotions took over. She wasn't trying to cry. It's obviously the stress pouring out. It's good you've never been harassed like that to feel that way, but you lack any type of empathy or even common sense or brains. Critical thinking. Not to mention, she's hormonal due to being 6 months pregnant. The facts are there and you double down. You are really sick, Sarah. You're an idiot for taking up for them black racist thugs. Oof. What happened to your reply that said it was irrelevant? Who paid for the bike? Boy, did this age poorly. God damn. What am I looking at here? So this is Black Dysphoria. I'm not fucking with that shit. That shit crazy. Black Dysphoria, man, listen. Helen Andrews says, if she has receipts proving the bike was hers, then what actually happened was a bunch of youths ganged up to harass a 6 months pregnant woman, as you might have guessed from the beginning if you actually watched the video and heard them laughing at her. Ann Coulter says, luckily she had the receipts. Otherwise, we would have no idea which one to believe. Was a white nurse trying to scam a free city bike, or was it 5 black teenagers? No way to tell without the receipts. Interesting perspective. The reality. She paid for the bike and these useless thugs ganged up on a pregnant nurse, a mother-to-be whose job is helping heal sick and injured people. Possibly no better than your typical summary of modern America. The network king Lee Williams. She tried taking a city bike that was already paid on his account, then pulled out the white woman tears when a co-worker from the hospital showed up. America, this is why we still have a problem. She was totally in the wrong and tried to play victim. Yo, did you get ratio? Yes, you got fucking ratio. Gladly. Gladly. Hi there. I'm reaching out on behalf of the Reach PLC, Daily Mary, Delasar's Daily Express, okay, and more. Did you film this video? And if so, will we be able to use this video in the story across our sites with a credit to you? Many thanks, Lydia. Boy, that is a man. Think that's a man. Yup, I fucking knew it. Ukraine? She, her? That is a man. That is a fucking man. Lydia's real name is Lionel. Get the fuck out of here. Damn. You see she paid for it? Has Reach PLC updated yet? Will you make a new article correcting your spread of misinformation? Hi there. We don't own the New York Post, so that's something you'll need to contact them about. All the best, Lydia. That's not what they asked. That's not what the fuck they asked. You see how they move on to the next thing instead of admitting and being like, you know what? Yes, we will update it as we will update it as the information goes. They do not care about the fucking truth. These people don't care about the truth. Did you read the comment? Will you correct your story now that the truth has come out that she was the victim here? He was fact-checking the disinformation you posted on your platforms in regards to this pregnant woman being harassed by 5 predators. He was asking if you retracted any articles you or your fellow obese co-workers may have written. All right, moving on. That's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. 5 boys say they rented 1 bike, and you don't have any follow-up. 5 boys rented 1 bike, and you don't have any follow-up questions? Are you going to remove this post now that the receipts are out there proving the pregnant paid for the bike first? And we keep calling white women Karens without knowing the facts. It's gonna be like the boy who cried wolf. Okay. God damn. So yeah, oh shit. Candace Owens. Here we go. I know there's somebody who doesn't like Candace Owens that I used to watch, but that person was a fucking spaz, bro. Like there was a certain individual that I used to watch and I used to comment and kind of talk, kind of just a little bit talk to them. It ain't like as though they knew me or anything like this, bro. But I don't follow a lot of people on Twitter. So I ended up not following them anymore on Twitter because I was like, listen, I can follow your content on YouTube and all of that stuff, but I'm not gonna always be watching up under everything that you do with that shit posted on my timeline. I don't know what type of bot fucking think script that they got that they saw that I wasn't following no more, considering the fact that they have hundreds of fucking followers, at least like over 1,000. They immediately knew that I stopped following them, and they do not like Candace Owens, right? And they fucking blocked me, bro. So,
actual tweet.
in honor of that person, right, who blocked me, who somehow managed to fucking find out that I don't watch them anymore on Twitter. But I was subscribed to them on YouTube. This person is female. It is a woman. Let's continue.
So, in order for you to believe that she is not the victim in this scenario, you would have to believe that this white woman got off of work somewhere at the medical industry and said, you know what? I want to start a fight with some black guys. I just want to do some crimes. I know I'm pregnant, but I want to F around and find out. You know, I'm just feeling the thug life is calling me. And I want to see if I can win a fight against 5 black guys. There's a black guy on a bike, and I want his bike. So what's up, homie? Give me your bike because it's taking me and my pregnant ass home. That's what you'd have to believe. And for whatever reason, of course, that is exactly what Benjamin Crump and a bunch of race baiters online believed when this video went viral. Here is Benjamin Crump's actual tweet. This is unacceptable. A white woman was caught on camera attempting to steal a city bike from a young black man in New York City. She grossly tried to weaponize her tears to paint this man as a threat. This is exactly the type of behavior that has endangered so many black men in the past. Brilliant, Ben Crump. Absolutely brilliant. Because as I said, I don't know about other pregnant women, but when I have to be in protection, when I'm pregnant and I have to make sure that my baby is okay, the first thing that I do is I go find some big black men that I can start a fight with over a bike.
Listen, like her or hate her, right? When she's speaking facts, she's speaking facts, right? Candace Owens tend to speak facts, even though a lot of people don't like it. She does have her fucking downsides, like everybody, right? We're all fucking human, right? We all make fucking mistakes and errors, and maybe Candace Owens is not the nicest fucking person in the world. Maybe Candace Owens is doing a lot of fucked up shit, but when she says a lot of shit, a lot of times she's right. For you to believe this story that they wanted to run with, you would have to believe that a woman who just did a 12-hour shift, 6 months pregnant, just decided to walk up on 5 black dudes and be like, yo, I want that bike. Yes, motherfucker, let's go. No way in hell. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me on this fucking video. As I said, before jumping the gun, try to get all the facts together before you make a decision, and think about the decisions that you're making. Unless you are 100% sure, I'm talking about something like, you got to be guaranteed, like something like your fucking name, right? You know your name is a guaranteed thing, right? Nobody can come up and be like, your name is this, unless it's in another fucking language. But at the same time, you know what your fucking name is, right? Don't let people fucking gaslight you into other things, and get your shit together. Anyway, guys, I will catch you next time. Peace.